I love the whole thing because it reminds me of my marriage to Tom Arnold, the Israeli-Palestine war.
Oh, shit.
It does, because it's a real bad boyfriend. The Palestinians, they're a real fucking bad boyfriend because they're like, she's like, you raped me, you killed me, you burned my children alive. Well, bitch, you forced me into it. You pushed me to the point where I cracked. It's your fault. Well, I wasn't wearing a short skirt that day. It doesn't matter. Your face and your hair were showing. You know, it's
Wait,
the
which
worst.
one's Israel?
The raped.
Yeah. That was for you guys out there. That was just for you guys. Because Jews are the best at making fun of Jews.
Yeah, because
we also hate Jews.
Well,
but in a different way.
But we don't.
In a brotherly way.
Well, we don't hate all Jews. We just hate all Jews who aren't exactly like us.
50%.
50%.
Nobody likes 100%. I had a joke before. I should bring that back about how Jews, you know, people who don't like Jews, they usually don't have any Jewish friends.
That's true.
And like if you did, you'd realize that you
really
like
hate
one
us.
out of three actually.
I always said that they've never known any Jews. That's why they're like that.
No.
But if they had, Jewish neighbors, they'd really hate us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky.
It's
But
it's
what
tough.
is it that, the Torah says that it's a war between God and Satan hates the Jews because he hates God and Torah. So,
I didn't know that, but I get it. I
Yeah.
agree.
and
Maybe.
so it says, why did they hate us? Why have they always hated us? And here's what Torah says, which is a mind blower. There's no reason why.
No.
They're just programmed to do it because they follow Satan. What do you think of that?
I mean, the gaslight is that they say Jews are satanic because
Yeah.
we, they're like you came up
'Cause we
with
believe
porn.
in
You
God.
came up with porn. You made me jerk off 5
Yeah,
times a
I
day.
know.
Yeah, some little Jewish guy in a hat's holding a gun to your head, going, you better watch another video. You better. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
Isn't it? It's
Because
a psychotic breakdown.
What Jews do is like Anglo-Saxons
Uh-huh.
will create an industry like slavery.
Hmm.
And then Jews will be like, so you're not going to enslave us? Oh, okay. Can we join in on this? Yes. Oh, okay. So they always have a few businesses as well. Like it's
Right.
like vastly
Yeah.
the
Diversifying
majority
the
of
portfolio.
porn. Unless I'm wrong, is it all Jews? Maybe. And in that case, you're welcome. If it really is, if all porn, that makes Jews kind of sexy, to be honest. That we're the ones figuring out. We came up with "cum in the face." Like that was us. So,
I don't think the Jews do dirty things like that.
no, but like people.
That's more for the drug-addled Gentile.
No, but Jews,
Correct.
they see a market and they see a need.
They
and
see
they're
a
like,
niche.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're
Jews
like
generally
guys
just
like
want to
this,
survive and
make money.
and once they are able to survive, they want to thrive and they want to become part of society. As opposed
Yeah, but I
to-
mean, porn really is a way to undercut all the good values in America.
for sure.
So it's like, well, here's the ground-shattering, earth-shattering truth. Some Jews are bad,
Mhm.
and some are good, and not all of us are exactly alike. That's what pisses me off when they just say the Jews, like there's only one kind,
yeah,
when there's like 800 cults. I mean, the way my grandmother raised us, her Judaism from Lithuania, it wasn't like anything else I've ever heard in anybody else's house,
Mm-mm.
with swinging chickens to drive out evil spirits and shit. None of these uptown folk do that.
no,
So it was a farmer backwood thing.
it's an immigrant.
It is an immigrant thing.
Whereas,
And then it goes to the middle class. And then once they acquire wealth, they look down on the immigrants.
Mhm.
And they try to screw them out of decent pay.
but all the so I was reading a book about like how the Jews made Hollywood because and
I read that too.
and it's pretty interesting because I mean every single one of them like before it was created. I mean after it was created it was different. It was it was like the 40s 50s, but turn of the century those guys were collecting scrap metal and, or had weird, doing laundry businesses and weird little, in New York and Brooklyn, they had these little businesses that they saved every fucking dollar to, and then they go, I don't like doing this at all. I actually want to follow a dream. And then they would buy a camera or whatever. And the whole thing at the turn of the century was that Thomas Edison, not a Jew, was in control of the entire motion picture industry, which really was basically you go to the theater, you pay 5 cents to watch one Instagram reel.
Right.
That's pretty much what one 1 minute thing, like a quick thing, which I find, side note, that it's so cool that we have social media now. When you look back on how these, it was all these technologies were working towards social media, really. But you watch your 1 minute Instagram reel and leave. Mm-hmm. And then that was Edison's, but then the Jews were like, we want to take part in this. And then they started making longer films, and they thought of different, more creative ways to. And
then the CIA took over Hollywood and told them what to do because of the war. They said you got to make movies to uplift the American spirit.
And they wanted to,
and they did, and everyone still loves those movies.
They wanted to do it because they felt so thankful to America for giving them a place to become wealthy and it wasn't out of we're gonna destroy the world. It was like, oh, my country's asking something from me, and before they thought I was just dirt.
Yeah.
So
they are that way though, and as my mother calls them, and I love it, anti-Semites.
Yeah,
I just love that.
But it's no, there's a lot of it out there.
They have a Jew in their own mind, like the N-word. When white people say the N-word, which they invented, and they're pissed that they're not allowed to say it now. But, there are a lot of layers of perception that you have to get behind to even understand the context of that, right? Mm-hmm. All bad people in the world, whether white, brown, Jewish, Italian, Greek, French, Muslim, what have you.
Those are all the bad ones.
Yeah. They're all exactly alike. They're more alike than the rest of us that are saying, you're not like me, so I got to not like you. We're alike too, and we're not like them. Because they have, they've lost their human attributes,
Mm-hmm. People can just do evil shit at all times. I think America's an amazing place because, and the West in general, we do have, people have dreams here and they try to achieve them, and you can achieve them. And you can speak your mind, you can get in trouble, you can come back from it. You're not put into an internment camp because you said the wrong thing. And a lot of the people who say things that I may disagree with or think, I don't think things are the woke is it's problematic. They'll be oh, it's problematic to say that women can't go in this washroom, but it's okay to say an entire country shouldn't exist.
Oh, you see.